What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. I can't breathe. Can't even talk. Dude, it has been quite a last couple of days. Let's not be kidding here. Another 12-hour day for me. So I am Beat Street McGee. I wanted to put out Behind Enemy Lines like every Tuesday, but I don't have the time right now. It has been a wild day, but we got some news. So I do want to talk live with you tonight about that. Got a few minutes here for you. Love to hear your thoughts, any questions, comments that you have. We're going to jump right into this. Look at the updated depth chart. Talk about the move. Everything you need to know about this. And look, Behind Enemy Lines, I will try to put out tomorrow the initial injury report. It's going to be a really late night for me tomorrow. So that initial injury report, I might be able to post it, but you won't get a video until later. So bear with me. We've got an insane job going on right now. It's just been nuts. If you follow me on any of the social platforms that I post that stuff on, like Facebook or anything, you'll see how wild it's been. But enough about me. I hope you are doing well. And the Eagles, well, doing something we talked about. So let's talk about it. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing to the channel, all the things you do to support the channel. Cannot thank you enough. But if you were under a rock today, you missed it. Devin White has been released by the Eagles. So, look, we talked about this during the break. We talked about this even before the break. When Devin White lost his job to Nakobe Dean, what would become of this? Is he going to be a special teamer? Highly doubt it. Is he, the death piece? Nope. Been inactive every game. So, just didn't find a role here. Got a little banged up, sure, but he just didn't, beat out Nakobe Dean. And I see the media, I see a lot of fans, I see a lot of the craziness out there, a lot of confusion, and it's usually the case. The media has absolutely no idea what's going on with this team, how anything works, and then the fans that follow them just kind of everybody just screaming at a wall. So if they watched the games or paid attention to anything, they would know, Devin White, not good. Just like Rashad Penny last year, a lot of confusion as to why, the fourth running back wasn't the starter. It's because the better players actually play. That's as simple as I can put it. I don't know how else to put it, but Devin White just wasn't good enough. So therefore, Nakobe Dean played. Now, Nakobe Dean had some issues here in some games, so that's unfortunate, but they still didn't like Devin White in this defense. So you talk about youth, you've got Jeremiah Trotter Jr., you've got Ben Van Sumeren, you got Oren Burks. All those guys can help you on special teams. Van Sumeren and Burks are great on special teams. Trotter can help you a little bit, but he is part of the future. So that's why he is still here. That's why those are our linebackers. So Devin White, we talked about it. If you could try to trade him, and I'm sure Howie did, make something happen there. If not, you try to part ways, like not just hold on to him. But the way it worked out, the Eagles agreed with him that they would release him before the bye, because after the bye, everybody has to go on waivers when they're cut or released, whatever. So, which means a team can claim them. Now he's a free agent. He can sign wherever he wants, do whatever he wants. So, financially, it will help us, so we'll save some cap space, the future, whatever. So a guy that's not being used, no longer on the team, so best of luck to you, Devin. But no real confusion here. Obviously, you've heard me talk about it. Weird because, the media told us the entire offseason, this guy's all pro, looking like he is back to form, greatest player I've ever seen. A lot of lies coming out of that tone. But, you hear all this, you then see week one that he's not even playing. So when I tell you the media not to be trusted, I really mean it, dude. Now here's our depth chart. I just mentioned those linebackers, but Dean and Bond are your starters. You got Trotter Jr., you got Van Sumeren and Burks there, as we mentioned. So, again, no surprise, but you open up a roster spot. So maybe Howie makes one of those trades we talked about the other day. Go check out that video in case you missed it. Threw out some realistic trade options for the Eagles. But again, no surprise that he's not with the team because, well, he wasn't playing. So I pretty cut and dry here. I see, again, the media and fans that get confused about everything. I don't know how to. This is a pretty simple one. I don't know how to help them. Maybe if they tuned in, they'd know about this stuff. But hey, who am I? Appreciate you tuning in, Little G. Let's go, Birds. Appreciate you tuning in. Got a true sicko in the house. Tiffany, King Austin, all of you. Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you. And, well, he was not good. Good enough to win the job. So the better player will start. That's just how it is. Teams don't care how offended the media is, fans. They just want to play football and win. So the better player will get the job, and that is what happened this year. So, yeah, and I appreciate that, Tiffany. Not so much. I really haven't had time to recuperate, and these past 2 work days have been insane. And, people have been calling off, and yesterday I laid them out. The homeowner was out and was saying something like, oh, yeah, we've all been sick. And they're like, yeah, but Jimmy, he got spared by it or something. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm the only one that got really sick and has the chance of dying from it because of my disease. And I'm the only one who hasn't called off. That's all there is. It's not I haven't gotten it. It's I'm not a little bitch, dude. So they all got shook right there for a minute. Just like, hey, man, look, a lot of you aren't built for this world, and that's okay. And they got to find out real quick. I was calling them out. So, hey, I'm doing my best. I'm pushing through. This is a job most human beings wouldn't want to do on their best day, let alone feeling like shit. So I do what I can. I get home and I try to make these shows for you guys. So I appreciate you. I really appreciate you asking. But I'm doing all right. Well enough to be here kicking ass, right? And I'm going to work on, and look, I promise you, last night I even knew because it was going to be a late day today. It's going to be late tomorrow. I was like, oh, if I work on it, I'll get home and I'll be able to finish it. There's no effing way I'm finishing anything because I'm not even close to finished. Like, let me show you my folder of stuff. So here's the Browns, right? So I've got it. Like, we're getting there. I've got like the base of like thing. Obviously, I have to change pictures and change all. Dude, I promise you, I'm trying. Appreciate you, Tim. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, you always want to get good players, but that's name in the NFL. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're on the team, sometimes they're not. Wish we would have seen him on the field. Yeah, I wish he would have been good too. But yeah, you got to be good if you. And yeah, you see the idiots with the Howie stuff. You have to understand that these people don't know much about football. You know what I mean? It's like, who cares, bro? Who cares that you don't know? Like, why does it have to be fire, trade everyone because you don't understand? It's like, but they do what they do best. So I'd rather have the money than him not playing. Yeah, I think it's a great idea to, get the money if he's not good enough to play. Yo, dude, appreciate you, my man. Trotter needs to, no, Trotter definitely, no, N'Kobe Dean's still here. He didn't get let go of. And oh my God, could you imagine if they started Trotter? First play of the game, every Eagles fan, God, Jeremiah Trotter, I always hated him. I hate his dad. I hate them all. F you. So please do not do that. Let that kid continue to develop. That would be horrible. Could you imagine how much they would be calling for him? Yeah, don't stress yourself out, guys. There's nothing to be stressed about. It's Devin White who didn't play, so no reason to be upset, King. He's a backup that just wasn't playing, so it's no big deal. That's what I like to hear. See you guys sharing that love. Be sure to look out for yourself. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Always out for me and mines, as I like to say. I'm a true warrior, my friend. I think we can all attest to that. But trip is one word you could use. I'm so tired today. Like I just was like, I knew what was coming, and it took me about a minute on a couple of the social platforms just be like, holy shit. Like they don't hesitate. These casuals, dude, just like that. It's like the Trumpies. Like, you could tell them anything. You could, dude, they just jump. They do whatever they're trying. It's like, oh my God, dog. Like, we're living in the Twilight Zone, Dank. But hey, man, that's why I made this show, to counteract all of that, because to me, it's annoying. I know that's what most people enjoy, like never knowing anything that's going on, always being wrong about shit. For me, I actually hate that stuff. Like, I think it's so annoying. I hate that those people make our fan base look like the dumbest fan base in the NFL. Like, that sucks. That sucks. And, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I enjoyed seeing that during the preseason, and enjoyed watching it as a child growing up. That's why would you cut someone who wasn't playing and told him because he wasn't? It's like we're out here doing, science projects or something. I don't know. Like, this is quantum physics for these people. It's literally what I was saying earlier, Dank. Like, I don't know how to convey these simple things to people, because then they get mad at me. It's like when I was trying to teach them about Jalen Hurts. It's like, I just simplify it and explain it, and it's F you pound of there, and it's like, okay, media told you something else. Someone commented today, you'll like this, Dank, and yesterday, today, something at some point when I had time to look at my phone, and the only comment I got to see, and I literally, so you can blame this person. I was like, oh, I got a couple minutes. I'll try to answer some of these, comments on YouTube. And the first comment was, Jeffrey Lurie needs to sit. It was on Anaya Smith and Sidney Brown being activated from the PUP and the IR list while they're 21-day windows. And the comment was, Jeffrey Lurie is the most terrible owner. He needs to be gone. I hate everyone. And it's like, that. You realize it's a good thing when people get healthy. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what crack they're smoking, what wine coolers they're picking up, but Jesus, they need to put them down, dude. It's pretty bad out there. I don't know what to do. All day over and over. Yeah. And I'm glad other people are finally starting to see it. I've been here for years, just kind of like, I don't know how people get into this stuff. Like, I don't get it, bro. And I get the whole, like, people just want to whine and be mad all the time. I get that, but like, why is what I always wonder. Like, no doubt, I guess, but I love my Eagles, so I'm just different than those people. I actually grew up loving them, enjoying them, and when they suck, I suck with them. It's just, they're for me, man. It's my birds, right? And I know you sickos feel the same way. So it's funny watching those people try to become Eagles fans. And it's like, no doubt, dude. My mind, let me forget about X-Men Juniors in the depths. Hey. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about there, as you see on the depth chart every day, my friend. And, yeah, dude, they're nuts. They're nuts. And look, this is why I make these shows. We pray that one day this stuff, the real information gets out there. People start learning about football, start cheering for the Eagles. It's a dream of mine. Almost a nightmare half the time. But look, I tell you guys all the time, and I really mean it. I can't do this without you sickos. Like, I almost stopped doing this because every comment was like that. Every person just over and over again repeating what they heard from the media. I'm so stupid. I'm the dumbest person alive. I'm a jackass. And like, I hear it loud and clear, and I just don't want to. So I finally started finding you sickos, and it was like, there is hope out there. Like, I love you guys, and I don't think you realize how much, because I on my way home, I was like, oh, God, this video is going to be terrible. Everybody hates themselves, and then it's like, no, don't have that negative thinking. Like, yeah, most of our fan base is like that, but there are a few diehards out there, and that's what this show is about. So that's when I get excited. It's like, wait. Who gives a damn about those people? We're diehard Eagles fans, baby. And if this ship is burning, we're going down with it. But I can assure you, the ship is still afloat, and they're sleeping on the wrong one. I don't care. I heard throughout the bye week, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Lane Johnson, those aren't important pieces. You can just fill in anybody there, and you'll have the same team. And that just goes back to the people that said Jalen Hurts couldn't develop. Like, you have to understand that their football knowledge is about zero. Like, they've literally never played a game in their life, never picked up a football. maybe Madden, but like I'm talking about real life. Like, and that's not something these people are good with. That's why it's all the clickbait, the dumb shit, because reality is way too complicated for them. And that's weird. That's weird as shit. But to me, I think it's pretty cool that we're the only ones out here doing this, right? And you're the only ones that tune in and get to say, hey, I actually watch somebody that knows what's going on. I actually enjoy talking about the Eagles. That is what I wanted to create. That's what this is for, man. Let those people hate. We'll continue to educate. And I'm telling you, this team, you can say that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith aren't good or Lane Johnson isn't good, and I'll just tell you, you're a moron. I think that they're very good. And, when they come back, this offense will click again. This defense, we talked about it. It's going to take time. Did we want to see such ugliness at times? No. But that's just kind of what we talked about. So staying patient, expecting the bumpy roads, what we already knew. But the bye week is here. We talked about let's hopefully get some things together. Got the Browns coming up. I think this is the time to get it together here. So for me, I'm going to enjoy my birds this week. I'm going to talk about the birds. I'll listen to everybody talk about firing and cutting everyone. Everybody sucks. Season's over. And I'll just keep talking about football. So God help us all. Hey, man, I'm happy to be that light bulb. You ever want to know who's on the team, what cap space, anything? All you have to do is go to my channel and you can see every single thing you need to know about the Eagles. Go Birds, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. E-Money. Isn't Cutler throwing anybody else for AJ and Devontae? Why does it seem like he feels comfortable with his number 1 and 2 receiver? Well, that would be because he is comfortable with the top 2 guys that he throws to. So those are the 2 guys he throws the most to. So that's the 2 he's going to be most comfortable with. And when you change the offense, like if you put me out there instead of A.J. Brown, like I can assure you that the offense is not going to be the same. I would love to believe that I still have the same speed I did when I was younger. I'd love to sit here and tell you I'm still a great route runner, great hands. Okay, I still got those. But I just, I think it would be pretty different, right? If you just threw me out there. So you get a rapport with guys. So that's good. And I hear the media crying, oh, he throws to his receivers. He's always trying to make completions and you can't be throwing it to your friends. And it's like, no, we want him to throw to them, the best receivers we have. And when they're hurt, it's different because Jahan Dotson is not A.J. Brown. Johnny Wilson is not Devontae Smith. Paris Campbell is neither of those people. So you just, you get used to the people you've got. So it is what it is. But yeah. But yeah, hopefully that answered that for you. I don't know if you're maybe asking something different there, but I've been told you've taught me to be positive about the Eagles, but yeah, it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's not. Anybody who's telling you the season's over in week 4 is a complete moron. Just to let you know that. Then that's just being kind. Week 4, and yeah, week 5's happening, but like we only had 4 weeks here, and season's over. And look, having struggles is not a good thing. You don't want to have struggles, but when you understand the context, like when you're not an idiot and you know that, hey, the offense and defense are going to struggle because of new coordinators, you can talk about that stuff in the offseason, like I did the entire time. And we talk about, you hope you get it together. I mean, I'd love to. We joke I have a crystal ball. I can't make them get it together, but we expected bumpy roads. Sure, I'd like to see that team that's, steamrolling when the offense is going. I'd love to see that defense when it was whooping ass against the Saints, the number 1 scoring team in the NFL. So you have to remember the casual media people and fans, they only live week to week, day to day, where, what just happened is how everything goes, So, yeah, but yeah, I would not follow the media at all. Season is far from over, actually. A lot of things will change. Injuries will happen to other teams. So many crazy things, trades, and it's a long season. When those 2 got hurt. I thought I explained that, but they're his top two receivers. So when you try to put two different receivers in that aren't those people, it's going to be different because Jalen Hurts doesn't have that same rapport, just like with Jahan Dotson's only been here, a month, where he's got years with those other people. It's like a coworker. You've been buddies with them for 2 years. You guys know your routine. You know what you're doing. Then a new guy starts. You're not exactly, yin and yang, just getting things done. So I don't know how to simplify that anymore for you, but when the two are out, you should be able to connect with someone else. Well, it's going to be different. That's just the way it is. It's like just, when you take away the best, it's just kind of how it is. It's like when Lane Johnson goes out. Why isn't the offensive line exactly the same? Well, because Lane Johnson's missing. So, you talk about A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, both top 10 receivers in this league. They completely change what a defense does. You have to watch both of them intently. And when you have Jahan Dotson, Johnny Wilson, like you can play single coverage. You don't have to, have safety help doing all this different stuff that you're doing for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. So, I mean, when you take away the good players, it makes your team way different. Way different. Just like if you took out Jalen Hurts, and put in Nick Sirianni, a quarterback, he's not going to have the same success, because he's not Jalen Hurts. So, but why would there any be benefits from moving on? Yeah, winning as coach. If I understood what they were talking about, and dude, they do it every week. That one favorite content creator everybody follows, always making those videos talking shit about the Eagles, but big diehard Eagles fan. Yeah, I don't get it. Always talking shit and then like tagging him and I love you and taking pictures with him. It's like, well, why don't you guys just keep that same energy, right? So, yeah, and like I was saying right there, when you're, one of the best players in the NFL, teams are going to play you a lot differently than if you're one of the worst players in the NFL. Yeah, no doubt. I got the question. I was just trying to answer that. I didn't really, hopefully it made sense to you there. Happy Tuesday to you, Liz. I hope you're doing well. Love to see you guys share that love. But you guys saw the depth chart. You saw what you needed to see from this move. When the cap is updated, I will give you that. But that's all I've got for you. And I am truly, truly beat up here tonight. I am running on fumes. I have tomorrow. I put in like 25 hours so far these 2 days. Well, more after work, to be honest with you. But the physical labor. And then tomorrow is supposed to be like a 15-hour day. Dude, let me just tell you. I need y'all to pray for me. I am going to be going through it. I'm already getting my lunch ready. I got my boosts packed. I've got my waters. I'm ready, dude. And these dudes, they're laughing, drinking your boost, old man River. And it's like, who's the dude that never, ever has called off? Who's the dude that's there every day putting you little shit stains to shame? That's me. That's me. So I'm going to go kick some ass this week. I hope you guys do the same. But, I'm really sorry that I did not get behind enemy lines. That stuff like truly eats at me. So I'll be up late as hell tonight trying to get that done so I can record it tomorrow, get it out to you at some point, get the injury. All that stuff's going to be coming at you. It's going to be nuts. Doing that and tagging them in their posts that they deleted. Oh, yeah, those people are unbearable. This is why people are always like, why don't you, collaborate with all the people that steal your work and, are whiners and always hate the Eagles unless they're winning. And it's like, because those aren't my people. I can't be any clearer. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. I don't get down with people that root for the Cowboys when the Eagles aren't winning. I'm not part of the bandwagon flip-flop brigade. That is not for me, man, and never will be. So, I mean, to each their own. Those people, are like that. I'm not saying, like, I would never talk to you as a person. I'm just saying I don't really support the people that just steal all my stuff and then, add a lot of whining to it. Like, I just saw one of my posts get blown up today, and it was like, dude, I made that one like 3 weeks ago. And it takes them some time to steal the stuff, but like when it does, and then it like 10,000 likes, I'm always like, man. And I always just copy mine and post it underneath it, like, hey, what's some real creative stuff you got there, bud? But no, those people aren't for me. More power to all of you that listen to that stuff, and I know they're all calling for Howie's head, and please don't let them thank God the Eagles don't listen to the casuals. But do you imagine if Jeremiah Trotter Jr. started? Every Eagles fit, well, all those casuals, they'd be calling for his head, his dad's head. Oh, I hate them all. He's threatening his family, his mom that's in the grave. They'd be calling her. You know how it would be. So please, God, give it some time for him to develop. We do not want to see these casuals going after our players like they do with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts every time we lose. So, God help us all. A backup player was released. It's just almost like practice squad players when they go, I hate everyone. I knew it. Season Junior. Practice squad guy's gone. I knew it all. He's gone forever. And then the next day they get re-signed. It's like, well, I told you. Maybe just pump the brakes there for a little bit. Holy shit. But I'm going to go enjoy life a little bit. Try to ignore all of the chaos. Hope you can do the same. If you need a little bit of content, plenty of it. Want to know the Eagles roster? Want to know their cap space? Maybe want to know some trade stuff, rumors, whatever. Go check it out. The YouTube channel is filled with information for those of you who want to ignore the BS. So all I've got for you here tonight, I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Hope you'll tune in tomorrow. You're supposed to get 2 shows. So the injury report and Behind Enemy Lines are supposed to. I need to get them out. So we're going to do that to the best of my ability. But bear with me. That's all I can say. You'll definitely get the injury one. And then you'll hear after that what we got going on. But I love you guys. I'm sore. I'm tired. My hair's falling out. I'm a wounded warrior. So I love you all. If you need anything, you know I'm always here for you, as you guys are always here for me. Liz, sorry I caught you right at the end. Hope you're having a great one. Hope you tune in throughout the week. Hope to see you guys on Fan Friday Live. Let's effing go. Birds are back this weekend. Let everybody jump off ship and make sure to throw their life vests and everything else with them because they're staying out there, baby. Ain't no coming back now. We'll see you all when you're trying to get back on board. But until next time, well, if you got anything from this, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe. All that stuff truly does help. Cannot thank you enough for it. But until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go on!